But I like to show young people the difference between a boss and a leader. Gunna was leading while they was in jail because Thug don't want to tell nobody who was paying for the lawyer.
Young Thug is still facing major legal pressure, and at this stage, posting tweets won't be enough to protect or rebuild his reputation. What he really needs is to step up, do an interview, and address the situation in his own words. A lot of people have shared their opinions about his case, but I'd argue that Charleston White and I have provided some of the clearest analysis. Recently, Charleston sat down with Say Cheese and gave a structured breakdown of Thug's actions. In that conversation, Charleston didn't just criticize Thug, he explained why he believes Thug's choices reflect poorly on his character. He also highlighted allegations that Thug may have committed further offenses during the trial process, charges that could still be pursued today. One part of the interview that stood out was Charleston's claim that Gunna was actually paying for Thug's legal defense, while Gunna himself was still behind bars.
But I like to show young people the difference between a boss and a leader. Gunna was leading while they was in jail because Thug don't want to tell nobody who was paying for the lawyer. I know Gunna was paying for it, almost $200,000. Brian still ain't cheap. Thug finances were froze because it was tied to the gang RICO shit. That's why they just giving it back. Gunna got out and didn't talk. It's two leaders, nigga, that ain't talking that I admire. Big Meech and Gunna.
Charleston White recently revealed something that deserves close attention. You may remember when YSL Woody testified against Young Thug in court. Surprisingly, Woody turned into a hostile witness. Even though he was the prosecution's main witness, he contradicted their arguments and instead gave testimony that supported Young Thug. This raised major questions. Why did Woody admit so much during his police interview, but later backtrack in court and even say he lied about Thug? That reversal worked in favor of both Young Thug and Yak Gotti. Although Thug didn't win outright and eventually took a plea deal, Woody's testimony was still a major boost to the defense. Here's where things become serious. Charleston White has now claimed he has direct proof that both Young Thug and Yak Gotti were involved in witness tampering. According to him, members of their legal team reached out asking him to assist with the case. He says they specifically requested his help in preparing YSL Woody for his courtroom testimony. Charleston claims he did just that, coaching Woody on what to say in order to benefit Young Thug. If accurate, that would clearly fall under witness tampering. Even though the trial has ended, the statute of limitations for this type of charge lasts another 3 years, meaning Young Thug could still face new legal consequences based on this claim.
First, Thug them reached out to me. When them niggas were going to trial, they wanted my help. I'm gonna tell you the honest God truth. And the only reason I ain't been saying it because I fuck with a lot of them niggas. But hold on, my nigga. Nigga, when them niggas want to try, all them niggas reached out to me. Nigga, what, 2 years ago through my nigga Oye, I met Thug mama and Yak Gotti mama. Nigga, I went to Atlanta and done a turkey giveaway. We went to the HBCU, you know, nigga, to say, hey man, this what Thug them doing. So nigga, they finna send this in the Brian. Nigga wanted my help. When Woody was on trial, I was the one coaching Woody on the stand. Nigga, all them niggas know that. Thug was salute me. Me and Yak Gotti was talking on the phone. Nigga, I was sending Yak Gotti books to read. So it's not that I'm taking sides. Them niggas reached out to me, homie. Because I really have a big philanthropy presence in Atlanta. I really do real community work in Atlanta. I got a real presence in Fulton County Prosecutor's Office. Them people like me. Atlanta Police Department, Atlanta gang. Homie, I got a real presence and connection with those people in Atlanta. And it's genuine prior to me becoming big on the internet. Them niggas know that. So all that banning me, nigga, you lying to me. You lying to me. I done been in situations where niggas realized I was the nigga off the internet. I hit my detective nigga with the safe. Nigga, they come, nigga, escorts and this. So now, nigga, I'm safe there. So them niggas reached out to me, homie, and Thug know that.
We've already seen the leaked calls, and it's no secret that Young Thug hasn't always made the best choices. But if he truly engaged in witness tampering with Charleston White, that would take matters to an entirely new level. It would show a level of recklessness rarely seen in the industry. Think about it. How could Thug publicly criticize Gunna for cooperating, yet privately reach out to Charleston White and allegedly engage in criminal activity with him? That kind of contradiction is hard to explain. Here's a direct point for young Thug. At one time, Charleston White was actually supportive of you. It's unclear what caused the fallout. Perhaps after your release you distanced yourself or acted like you didn't know him. But if Charleston White now chooses to retaliate and turn over evidence to Fonnie Willis, it could create serious problems. Keep in mind, Willis already attempted to revoke your 20-year probation simply because of a tweet about her office. She is not the type to overlook anything. If she learns that young Thug, or through his mother or legal team, asked Charleston White to coach Woody into giving false testimony, that would directly count as witness tampering. If proven, that could escalate into a major legal issue and possibly mark the end of the road for Thug. Charleston White also spoke on the ongoing situation between Roe and young Thug, which we'll cover next. Roe has been speaking on this for years, not just recently. But with the spotlight now on Thug's case, more people have started paying attention. Roe has long accused young Thug of creating division in Atlanta. He specifically blames Thug for the split with rich homie Quan, claiming it happened because Quan wanted to establish his own identity. According to Roe, Thug wasn't supportive of Quan's independence. Charleston White backed this perspective by pointing to several examples where Thug allegedly mistreated Quan, especially after Quan refused to sign and chose to go solo. He also mentioned other situations with different individuals, arguing that Thug's actions show a consistent pattern. In Charleston's words, young Thug isn't just involved in questionable street activity, he sees him as a deeply flawed and morally compromised individual.
Based off what Rollo said last night, young Thug, he up the Atlanta culture.
He did.
He turned everybody against each other, from rich homie Quan to, I guess he turned Lil Baby against a lot of people. And, we seen what he did with Gunna. Rollo blames young Thug for everything.
Everybody behind the scenes do too. Homie, they killed Nut. Because Nut told that nigga, I ain't fixing nothing. Nigga, he tried to bully people. He shot up young homie Thug. He been trying to bully everybody. Lil Wayne, cause Lil Wayne rejected him. He can't handle rejection. The sour-hearted bitch. Every black man that beat up a black woman when she said, "No, nigga, that's the black presence. That's that black male energy. If you reject him, this is what he do to you." He can't handle rejection, just like every other black man that come from a neglectful mother and an absent father. It's abandonment issues, because I too can't. I struggle with handling rejection. It's abandonment issues.
The situation between young Thug and rich homie Quan still feels unresolved, even today. And this isn't just about Thug's issues with people like Wife or Nut. This particular fallout with rich homie Quan stands out. From everything we know, Quan wasn't involved in street activity with Thug. He wasn't trying to prove himself in the streets. That was never the dynamic between them. The real issue came when Thug wanted Quan to officially sign with Birdman. But Quan didn't want to go through with the deal. Honestly, it didn't even seem like Birdman was pushing hard for it. It looked more like Thug took the rejection personally and overreacted. There were even reports that Thug went as far as shooting at Quan's father over the refusal to sign. Think about that. Because of a contract disagreement. Whether it was damaging his father's business or allegedly blocking Quan from working with other major artists in Atlanta, those moves crossed into dangerous territory. That isn't just personal, it's excessive. And it's difficult to overlook how damaging those actions were. Still, many fans avoid holding Thug accountable. They excuse it, they downplay it. But realistically, if someone else had done the same thing, people wouldn't hesitate to call them out. Later, Charleston White weighed in on the claims of Thug cooperating with authorities. You already know my stance on that. It's been discussed plenty. But here's what Charleston had to say when the interrogation footage came out.
Listen. DC Young Fly done told before too.
Oh man, breaking news.
DC Young Fly, I know the detective that gave him a break a little bit before he got big. That's why he was with me. I know what you did last summer. I know what you did. I know these secrets, homie. Gangsters and gangs. Haven't I been preaching this?
Yeah.
Haven't I been preaching this? This is prophetic, and I ain't just been talking, I promise. I went one time, I went a whole year with no sex.
just in the spirit, just in studying us. I spent hours in it. I've been reading scholar, I've been writing about us, man. I'm deeper than what they know. Man.
A lot of people are saying, well, this audio is from 2015.
I don't give a damn. They went back to 93 when I was a baby. They went back to 93, son, when I was a baby. They went back to Pop Hunter when he was 11, 12. Steven Jackson said, I don't give a damn if you were 7. He just said this on Trick Daddy Cooking Show. So come on now, we gonna move the goalpost. I've never hurt nobody. So why put the goalpost so close up on me? Thug got his baby mama killed. They killed Jonathan Nutt. It's documented, they can prove it, homie. If they would have put the right, Brian Steele ain't that good. If Atlanta Police Department done their job, man, the U.S. prosecutor them fucked up. If they would have never let Brian Steele say this is about rap lyrics, no it ain't. This is about evidence. These rap lyrics did not lead us to the crime. The crime was already led. We had been discovering these crimes through evidence, picking up bodies, picking up bullets. We didn't solve these crimes from listening to these lyrics. We've been picking up bodies. Mamas and daughters and sisters and brothers and kids been dying by the hands of these, and they going to rap about it. Many these women, these mothers is in agony. Present. What happened to? I don't want to talk.
Well, Thug said it was to help his friend get out of the.
I don't want to talk. You can't help your friend. There's nothing you can say in an interrogation room to help a person because every question is to not help.
I've never agreed with the idea that Young Thug only spoke in that interrogation room to help a friend. It doesn't add up. If your friend has already been arrested and charged, what could you possibly tell the police that would erase that? You're not going to make them drop the charges. That explanation doesn't hold. From my perspective, Thug was in that room to learn what investigators had on him. He was protecting himself. And from how it looked, he was willing to point fingers if it meant keeping himself safe or figuring out how much evidence they already had. He brought up B-Man, he mentioned Roscoe, he named several others. That wasn't about helping them, it was about covering himself. It was damage control, plain and simple. And when even someone like Charleston White is saying, you should have stayed quiet during that interrogation, it shows just how far the line was crossed, even by street standards. So I'll ask you, do you think Young Thug made a mistake? Did he cross a line, morally, legally, or both? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.